Hello everyone, welcome to Addy Trade. Today we're going to be seeing the trade analysis in Nifty and Banknifty for 29 December. Tomorrow, that is Wednesday, one day before the expiry. Today was a pretty choppy day, flat kind of a move where I didn't take any trade because we had a white CPR, so kind of stayed out of the trade today. By the time I logged in, I could only log in by 12 o'clock or something, and there was not much move. There was one move where if when this trend line broke, we could have taken, but this came at around 2:30. By then I decided not to take any trade today. Now coming for the trade possibility for tomorrow is quite interesting. First of all, I want to start off with this. We have a pretty narrow CPR and the levels that we had marked remains the same. See, here we had a red line yesterday as a strong resistance. From there we got a gap up until there and then got a good sell off until previous day high. This was one good trade on the downside. If somebody had caught it, after that it just remained sideways. So basically option sellers would have made nice money today, not the option buyers. But tomorrow can be an option buyers day because of the narrow CPR. See, the narrow CPR indicates a couple of things. It's not sure 100% that this is going to happen, but these are the three things. One is it can be a very trending day on the upside or a very trending day on the downside. The second thing is it can also indicate a change of trend. Now, for example, we were going higher. This narrow CPR can indicate maybe we'll start dipping. That is also there. So what happens? Only the price action will confirm tomorrow morning. See, we have a good resistance at 35,330. We also have a price action. Many times we have taken resistance here, and we have the R1 and the previous day high over here, and we have a good support at 35,000. I can put one more line here. Now today I'm straight away going into the option chart to show that, see, this is the Banknifty open interest chart. We have a pretty good resistance at 35,200 today. If you can see the change in OI, only the call sellers have been added in. Even the put sellers have come in, but not much. But if you see 35,000, this particular strike price where the cursor is, we have more put sellers, and if you see the change in OI, there's not much call sellers that have come in. Call sellers have exited a little, but put sellers have even got added today. So we could be in a tight range between 35,300 and 35,000. Looking at the charts, we could be in this range. Let me mark it between 35,300 and 35,000, somewhere close to this previous day low. So any move probably until here, probably we can look for a short, even the CPR and the previous day low as target. And in case we get a dip, any dip close to 35,000 can be bought with the CPR and the 35,300 as target and 35,200 as the first target. Now that is one thing in this range. But being the monthly expiry and like one day before the monthly expiry, year end, so in case we expect a pretty violent move, like a good move trending on one side, it can come only if 35,300 breaks, we can get a good move on the upside, or if this 35,000 breaks, we can probably get a good move on the downside. So within this range, I think it might be choppy, or anywhere on the upper side, we can look to sell based on the price action, not just blindly, and the OI data in the real market. Somewhere close to 35,000 we can look to buy. In case we break 35,000, we can get a good move on the downside, and if 35,300 breaks, we can probably get a good move on the upside. That is my prediction for tomorrow in Banknifty. Let me see if I can take a trade tomorrow. Tomorrow again I'll be trading only post 12. So if in case a good breakout comes, probably I might take it. Now coming to the Nifty chart. See, Nifty after gap up, it kind of sustained the gap and it was a pretty good move, but it was pretty short. Like it was nothing much. Even if we had bought options, we should have exited within 60, and there was no any other level over here. Let me just turn off the CPR and mark few levels. We have a good resistance here and good resistance here. For some reason all the lines I had marked as disappeared. a good support here, and this gap fill will come here. Let me just make all the resistance in red. Okay, in Nifty, if we start trading about this 17,250, right, the next immediate target is 297, and even if that breaks, it's all based on the price action. We could probably go until 17,375. In case we break today's low, that is 17,162, we could fill this gap at 17,100. And just looking at the open interest for Nifty, see, Nifty is kind of looking more bullish than Banknifty because, see, even at 17,200, we have a huge number of put writing that's been added away. If you can see the change in OI, where I have my cursor, the call writing, nothing much. And in fact, the calls have been unwinded in 17,150 and 17,100 and 17,000 itself. And on 17,000, there's a huge open interest on the put side. And the only resistance that I'm seeing in Nifty is, see, even in 17,300, this particular strike price where my arrow mark is, even in 17,300, today we have had equal number of put sellers that's been added. So a good resistance is only at 17,400, and support is starting from 17,200 and 100 and 17,000. So in case this holds, right, as soon as we get a gap up or a gap down, however we open tomorrow, in case this 17,200 holds, we could get a quick up move until 17,300 and probably even 17,350 is possible. And the significant resistance is only coming in at 17,500. I don't think we'll move so much tomorrow. Now looking at the chart once again, see, again in chart we have the same thing showing here. We have a good resistance at 17,300, and the next resistance is 17,370, and a very good support over here, 17,160. In case this support breaks, right, see, today it acted as support, previously it acted as resistance, this level. So in case this breaks, probably we could see this gap fill at 17,100 is also possible. This gap could get filled. Now let's just see if we see something interesting on the daily chart. In Nifty and Banknifty, there's nothing much. See, Nifty is still showing a bullish candle compared to Banknifty. At resistance, we have a red candle, so we'll have to see how it goes tomorrow. Today we went without any trade. That's okay, no problem. So that's it, guys, for Nifty and Banknifty. If you like this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.